your routine will be like, if I'm a student, like from school, then work, then home, school, work, home, school, work, home. There's really no time for social life. Like Germany is not heaven. Most of us thought it was. So this is the part 2 of what I wish I knew before coming to Germany. So I told you guys about the German language I wish I knew before. I told you about the closings on Sunday, like everything is closed on Sunday. I told you about the job situation, how it is, what I wish I knew before coming to Germany, and I told you about the housing situation. Another thing that I didn't tell you about is here. Okay, are you ready? So I said in this channel I talk about my experience in Germany, basically what you need to know before coming to Germany, and what can make you, like, if you want to come to Germany, or if you're already in Germany, what can make you not have it so rough or so hard the way I did before coming. You know, when I first come to Germany, with having just myths and misconception about Germany, which was already planted in my head, which I know is also in your head, which you need to deconstruct and know that Germany, just like any other country, has its flaws, its good side and bad side. That doesn't mean that it has so many bad sides than any other countries, or has so much good sides than any other countries, but it's just a blend of both. It's like, it's not one size fits all. If you really want to move to Germany, or if you're in Germany and you want to make it, you really first have to ask yourself the question, do you really want to blend in, fight? And first of all, guys, let me tell you, the loneliness that you're going to face here, you'll be like, human beings are social beings. Like, humans are not island. You cannot survive on your own. But the loneliness you're gonna face here is that, like, the only time you're gonna speak and be happy is when you're talking with people back at home, and you'll be like, this is not what I thought it was, because I didn't know that. I'll only be happy when I'm talking to my mom, I'm talking to my brother, I'm talking to my friend, because here people have small talks. Of course, small talks are here, but they are very shallow. Like, hey, how are you? Like, nobody wants to hear deeply behind that smile what's really going on. Like, why were you crying? Like this other day, I was literally crying, not like I was crying in the bus stop, and nobody came to ask me, oh, what's up, what's happening, why are you crying? No, people are minding their business. It's that serious. Like, people are minding their business. Like, why are you crying? Okay, that's your business. We are not going to mind it. We are minding ours. We are waiting for the bus. Yeah, so it's that. Like, nobody really cares about you. Anyway, your mother or your father is not there, and you are here on your own, and you have to make it work on your own. And actually, some of you guys ask me how they can get a job and all that. In Germany, almost everything is done online, so it means finding a job, you have to do it online. Looking for a house, you have to do it online. Everything, even looking for kindergarten. Actually, when I was looking for a kindergarten for my daughter, I applied for so many kindergarten online, and it took me almost 1 year to get one, which is also not easy. Actually, getting kindergarten is also not easy, so you have to come knowing that. Or if you're here, it's not easy, and you're not alone, because it's not easy for everyone. Actually, that is not even easy for Germans themselves. So don't think that if you cannot get kindergarten, then it's maybe because of color or what. No, it's not because of that. I think kindergartens are not so many, and kids are so many, and they have just specific number they have to admit within a particular time, so the waiting list is normally so long. Yeah, so one of the things you should know is, if you're coming as a parent, getting a kindergarten is not easy. So are you prepared for that? It's not like in Kenya, where you will walk in with your child and the child will be admitted that very day. It's not like that. This is different. You have to do applications online, and also they don't recommend that you take a kindergarten which is far away from where you live. They normally like that you pick a kindergarten which is near where you live, so it can take so much time for you to get a space. I didn't know that, but I wish now you know, and share this with someone. Yeah, one of the things I didn't know about Germany is how beautiful Germany is. Wow, Germany is beautiful. I don't know why when they're talking about beautiful places, they normally just think about Switzerland, but Germany is beautiful. Like, Wow, like Germany is beautiful. There are so many beautiful castles to visit, which are really for free. You don't need to pay anything, and it's for free. You can visit, and you can also in Germany for now. I don't know, because some people were saying it didn't exist before, and even from what I have seen, it didn't exist before. But when I come to Germany, it existed. It's like they have a Deutschland ticket, which is like 58 euros if you are not a student and not associated with any company. But if you're a student like me, you pay like 29 euros, about there, and you can travel all over Germany and some parts of other countries. Like I went to Austria, I went to Salzburg, and you can also travel to some outside Germany with that ticket for free. I mean, for free. That's so great. You can travel for free and visit and see all these beautiful castles, see these beautiful places. Like I was amazed. I was like, oh no, I didn't know that before coming to Germany. And the terrain is beautiful, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, I can say. And the castles are so beautiful, and yeah, it's so beautiful and green during summer. Of course, right now it's fall season, and the trees are falling, and these gold leaves everywhere. And yeah, it's gonna be very, very cold soon. And then here I am next to this wonderful river. That's how they call it. I don't know. Actually, they call it a lake. It's so nice. I'm just here breathing the air, and it's so nice, and I just love it. I just love it here. And oh wow, I don't want to sit here next to it. My camera might fall, I don't know. I don't want any such kind of mistake. Yeah, so I just love that. Actually, sometimes when you're stressed, you can just go in the forest and walk, and yeah, and breathe in the air. It's very, very fresh air because of the plants. And oh wow, it's so nice, and it feels so good, especially if you're stressed. And somebody was asking me why Germans live for so long. Then I understand, like, they are really in this culture of running, and in the morning or evening, and walking in the gardens. And I think that just increases your lifespan, because this takes your stress away, and I like it. And I like Germany for this. And one of the thing, again, I didn't know before moving to Germany is how expensive Germany is. Like, Germany is so damn expensive, very, very expensive. I was like, oh my god. Actually, for you to eat the food you are eating in your country, of course you're going to get them, most of them you're going to get, but the price you're gonna get them with gonna leave you broke. The price gonna leave you broke. Like, in Kenya we eat ugali, so I was like, I'm looking for white maize flour. Let me get the white maize flour. It's like 1 kg, and it's like about 6 euros. And I was like, oh my god, this is like, for 1 kg maize flour is something that you can only cook like 3 times. And it's like, that's so expensive, because that is not something you can maintain. Like, life is very, very expensive, and if you're working, they tax a lot, so most of the money go back to the system. Yeah, you just there, like, living just there, just the same thing. Like, you work, like, your routine will be like, if I'm a student, like, from school, then work, then home, school, work, home, school, work, home, school, work, home. And it's such a, I don't know. I can say it's boring, but it gets better with time. Hello. Like, you get used to it, but it's kind of a very boring lifestyle, because if it's like school, work, home, school, work, home, school, work, home, there's really no time for social life. Actually, you should know that there's no time for social life, because you'll be busy fighting for paying bills because this bill is here, this bill is here, this bill is there, and you need to pay them all and make sure that you're also able to eat through the month. So it means that you won't have time to go and meet with your friends, and your friends also don't have that time, because they're also fighting to pay the bills. Like, the bills are too much, and you have to pay, you have to keep paying, and again the penalties and the taxes, and Yeah, it's not easy, but it's manageable. That doesn't mean that now it's worse to live in Germany and better off. Like, I think every country has its challenges, and it's so difficult to live in a new country, but it's also not like Germany is not heaven. Most of us thought it was, because when we saw our aunties when they went back home having so much money, also we thought, you cannot know how much money someone have, we thought they have, but it's really a struggle, because some of them used to, like, you work, save the money, and when you go back home you try to show people that you are really living the life, but that is really not the case. Oh my god, life here is very expensive. Life here is very, very expensive. Groceries, and it keeps getting worse, or it keeps getting expensive. For instance, when I first came to Germany in 2023, Donna is a street food. German street food, I used to like it a lot, and I bought it at like €4. Right now it's €11. So that just shows you the how inflation rate is coming in, and life is becoming more expensive. Yeah, but that is not just in Germany only, that is in everywhere. That is just in Kenya. It's not just in Kenya, it's not just in the UK. Like, life is expensive everywhere, and I think it's kind of, you have to, survival for the fittest. I think you have to, like, look for the new strategies to work and to fit in the system. It's not easy everywhere. It's hard everywhere, so you just have to choose your hard. But if you're leaving your country to come to Germany, you have to know that where I'm going to, life is not easy as well. Am I able to embrace that and fasten the seatbelt and work hard to fit there? Because if you come to Germany thinking that everything is there for you, the government will be paying your rent and your bills, and you'll just be there feeling good, enjoying, partying, okay, where's the government going to get the money? Yeah, because I was like, I also never, like, what was I thinking? That life was very easy here. What was I even thinking? Because where will the government get the money? You have to work, and yeah, you have to work your ass off. You have to put yourself out there and know what brought you here. And people actually make it, but it takes some time, because if you're a foreigner, when you first come, like me, actually there were so many times when I was like, no, I'm going back home. This is too much for me. I can't do this anymore. I had so many of those moments, but then you're like, okay, it's difficult here, it's difficult back at home, so where do you want to face the difficultness? Because it's not easy everywhere. Yeah, so you have to choose your hard. It's hard everywhere. You have to choose your hard. Another thing that I didn't know about Germany when I came is that people here, they're really not so friendly. They're not. Like, actually, I was crying in the bus stop and no one bothered to even ask me, and I was crying because of my job. Like, my job was really, really stressful, and that day it was really, really stressful, and I even thought of, or should I just quit? Should I just quit this job? Because, like, I felt like I really felt so bad, and I was like, no, this is not what I came here for. I think I should just quit this job. But, like, I didn't have any decision made, and I was like, now I have to come here next week again. It was on a Friday, actually, and I was like, now I have to come here next week again. And yeah, it was very, very stressful, and I couldn't just hold my emotions any longer, and they just, my emotions was ahead of me, and I couldn't control my emotions, and I was just there crying as I wait for the bus to take me back home. And nobody even asked me. Of course, there were people there waiting for the bus, and nobody even asked me, how are you, why are you crying? But anyway, I'm not their problem, and it's my fault, and it's not their fault. I understand, like, it also has something to do with the culture, because I remember when I was in Kenya and I was actually in a hurry to go home, and then I spotted this woman was crying by the road. I had to stop and ask them, like, why are you crying, what's up? And yeah, and I really got concerned, because that is our culture. Like, we care about people. And why are you feeling like that? Things will get better, kind of, which is not here. Actually, it's not here, and it's not here. That is not their culture. That is not something that you can just force into them, that no, you should care about people that you don't know. They don't care about people that you don't know, which is different from our culture, because our culture, we really care about people, even people that we don't know. Even if we are meeting you just there and we saw you crying, we will ask you, like, oh, why, what's up, is there something I can do to help? Like, yeah. And then, yeah, but here, no. Yeah. And another thing again, I never knew, and I came here, is, for instance, in Kenya, when you come in someone's house to maybe to visit them, your friends will go, oh my god, how much is your rent, how much did you buy this? No, that's not here. Germans don't love talking about money. Like, no, you cannot ask them that, and they are going to really feel offended by that. And now you have to relearn. You have to unlearn what you know and relearn, and know that no, what you're gonna talk most about is, oh, the weather is good today, oh, the weather is good, oh, like, mostly about the weather, and nothing big. Like, it's not that deep, but it's good. And I think I'm loving the German culture, because the more you get into the German culture, the more you're like, wow, I think this is good. Like, anyway, you shouldn't be bothered about other people's problems. Everyone should handle their problems on their own. But it's really a good culture, and I'm looking forward to, like, exploring more of it and getting to know it more, because wow, it's really a nice culture. Because of the bread, actually, they eat so much bread, which is very foreign to me, because where I come from, in my culture, bread is just for breakfast and that's it. But here, bread is dinner, bread is lunch, bread is everything, bread is everywhere, and they have so much bread. Like, bread is kind of their staple food, and they have so many types of bread, which is good, because I never saw those types of bread until I came here, and I was like, oh wow, all this bread. The thing that really shocked me when I come here in Germany is, like, the buses are here, especially if I live in a small town. I live in a very small town, and the buses here, their frequency are like in 30 minutes time or 20 minutes time. So if you miss the bus, then you have to wait for another 20 minutes. So it means that if they say that the bus is leaving at 10 a.m., 10 a.m. should get you there. It's not like it's going to leave there. Like, it will come there and just stay there 1 minute and go, and it will leave at that time. So you have to be there early, and if you miss it, then you have to wait for another 20 minutes, because it's a small city. You have to wait for another 20 minutes to get another one. So that really was a shock to me, because in Kenya we have this bus stop where there are so many buses, and you can even stop the bus by the roadside, and the bus will take you. We have the matatus, they will take you by the roadside and take you to wherever you are. Like, there are so many buses, you don't have to wait for 20 minutes. Like, so long as you get there, what time, whichever, you're gonna get the bus or the matatus, that's how we call them. You're gonna get the bus, and it's gonna get you where you wanna go, anytime, anywhere. You don't have to go to the bus stop for that. You can go by the roadside, anywhere, and you get the bus. So this is not really the case. So if you're coming here, you should get prepared with that. Actually, there's a way Germany makes you be time conscious, because I should get there by this time. Which connections am I going to get? Am I going to get any delay? Like, yeah, I think I have to thank Germany for that, because right now I'm very, very time conscious. Because, like, right now when I'm recording this, I'm from school, but I have to meet a friend exactly at 4, and I'm here. I have time, and I know, oh, by this time I'll be done, and I'm going to meet the friend. So yeah, like, Germany puts you time conscious, and every time counts, and time is important. Like, time element is very, very important, and you have to keep it. And oh yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if there's something I've forgotten, please leave it in the comment section and tell us, how are you coping with this coming winter? Anyone who is coming to Germany during winter, how can they cope with the cold? Because for me, even my ears feel cold, and I'm like, oh my god. But anyway, I'm getting used to it. And yeah, how are you coping? What are the coping mechanisms you can tell someone who is just coming to Germany? And yeah, see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe for more content and share the video. Mwah. I love you all.